Here we are. What is that? Billy, I forgot there used to be some song that would be like, hit 'em up, hit 'em up, hit 'em up back in the day. I don't know if we want to start the show like that, though.
Did that come on Thunder 101.7?
Might have been. Did you remembered when that was Thunder?
Thunder 101.7.
What year was that?
That would have been like the early 90s.
Did that go over well in Huntsville?
I thought so. I called it Thunder 101.7 forever.
There was when Dave.
They had a cool van, man. It had like this little blue stripe that went all the way around it, and it had all the different community names in it.
Oh, that's
And they
cool.
were always giving away white long sleeve Thunder 101.7 T-shirts.
Oh, that's so legit, man. Why can't we? You know what? When Spirit launches, I mean, it's going to be hard to buy Spirit 94.3. We'll have to think of something, though, man.
Get your spirit on.
Well, I called Party City last night, and they said, son, it's too late, and we can't show up to hang the balloons. But here we are, Billy.
Yeah, whatever.
Here we are.
This is 6:50.
6:50 today.
6:50. Woo!
6:50 today. Welcome in episode 650. Don't call the 50.
No confetti.
No confetti.
No balloons.
But that's okay, because we'll just, you know what? If we did it on the 650, it would kind of be expected. And well, not with me. It would just be another show. But here's what I'm getting at, Billy. One day you're going to walk in. It's going to be like a 673. You're not going to expect anything. You're going to walk in. There's going to be balloons.
Okay.
Maybe we can time this to where you get to be the first show in the new studio.
I think it's only fair.
Let's see. Hold on. First show in the new studio. We can probably manipulate a few things to make this happen, by the way. I'm going through. Hold on. Here we go. 28. Oh, hold on. Oh. Dude. Buddy. Guess what the first day, because we're going to be closed that day, obviously. Mm-hmm. Look what it is.
Friday
the 2nd, if you're in town.
If I'm in town.
It's going to hit you. Well, you may go to Aruba. Someone may call and want to take you to Aruba for New Year's. You never know.
936-661-9086. Again, that's 936-661-9086.
What is that? 281-830-8004.
Yeah, was it Mark Jones or something?
Mike Jones. Billy Cauthen.
936-661-9086.
So, see, something did work out in your favor. The new.
What, did you finna drag that stuff off on the floor?
Yeah, that's about what's about to happen. The new. Here we go, Billy. Man, this is. And also,
Well, as soon as you get that camera straightened, I'm going to move back to where I should be setting, and it's going to be off.
I know, man. Well, also, New Year.
New year, new me.
New pimple.
Yeah, I need to shave is what I need.
Oh.
I'm getting tired of shaving, man. I'm a 45-year-old cranky man at this point. I don't want to no more. But I need to.
In the funeral business, is it you're supposed to stay clean shaven?
Either clean shaven or completely bearded.
Oh, so
not that weird transitional period.
Like this wouldn't be acceptable.
You could probably get away with that.
Just get the neckage done down here.
Gotta stay clean.
Bridget gets on to me about the backage right here.
Yeah.
I never noticed it because the collar covers it up.
I had to make a special request to my barber over the weekend. I'm like, hey, my wife has noticed those neck hairs. We really need to. And she's like, all right, well, I can only go down so far. I'm like, I get it. Take your shirt off, boy.
Hey, man, that's my hip bone down there.
Ooh, that tickles.
Well, I was trying to draw the letter B for Billy. Let me just say this. We love our wives. I know you love Jacqueline. I love my wife unconditionally. Here's the deal. How do the wives notice things that we don't even really care about? Like the neck hair. I don't care about the neck hair. I don't care about this. Bridget always notices the hairs in between my eyebrows.
I catch mine every morning, but I notice. But there's things that I don't notice, like neck hair, because I don't get to see the back of my neck, and ear hairs. If I have an ear hair between Jacqueline and the girls, they will travel 200 yards and tackle me at full speed to pull an ear hair.
I just don't let those small things get to me. And Bridget, when we were first, when you're first dating, you just do whatever because you're trying to impress, and you know, and Bridget used to say I was the nicest guy. She'll probably say I'm about 80% now. You know, I've gotten crazy.
You was advertising. Advertising.
On Thunder.
101.7. K-Sam.
But I distinctively remember.
Was it K-Sam? Thunder 101.7.
It had to have been.
I bet, you know, I'm almost certain my mother probably still has some of those old T-shirts because she hangs on to everything.
How could it be? But it doesn't make sense like K-Sam Thunder. It just
I think it was Thunder 101.7 K-Sound.
Yeah, that's the news for the news leader. Thunder. You know, that could have been it, man.
Well, because what are they now? Just
K-Sam.
Just K-Sound 101.7.
Yeah,
That's not cool, man. Thunder.
Got to have something, man.
And see, they could have named the lake Lightning 104.9.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, you're onto something here, man.
Yeah, they could have fixed that damn light bulb on top of their tower, too.
We're onto something here, man.
They're not.
We're onto something, man. It's good people. You know, I do miss Larry. If you want, you know, he is the last of the Mohicans. Since we're talking about this, he is the last of the Mohicans in the industry, and that is a good man. And I'll tell you what, I miss just when I worked at the radio station. I miss going in there and talking to Larry. I just love that man. He's a good Christian man too, but he's just a really good down to earth guy. And what's neat about Larry is he's very passionate about what he does. And he loves interviewing people. And one of the funnest things that I ever got to do, it was election night. What was that, like November the 3rd, one of those type deals, right? And so I remember we went over to the Walker County Annex, and Larry had never done any video stuff. He went to school for it. He told me he went to school for radio and television, and he had never done any of this stuff on video. And so I said, well, let's go over there, and you know, we got some sponsors. We were always coming up with creative stuff, so we got a sponsor for election night coverage for video. And this is when Dave Donahue was there, and I miss Dave because, boy, we were just 5 o'clock, you know, normally you're ready to get out of a place if you're at work. Mm-hmm. I never was ready to go home because Dave and I would sit there and chat for an hour after 5 every day. And we just think up ideas, and it was so much fun. And I remember telling Dave, I said, you know, this election night coverage, let's go over there with the camera if they'll let us. Because Larry would go to the annex and do it live. So I said, let's go over there and let's like do some video with this stuff. He goes, yeah, I like that idea. We sold it to Bill Fick Ford. They actually they paid for the sponsor, got great coverage. And but I created a graphic. I always wanted like that, a patriotic. So when we would come on with the, like, here's the latest update from the Walker County Annex, it would go da 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 da. Election night in Walker County. You know, it was like one of those kind of. I was trying to be like a wannabe Fox News, and then Larry would come out. Here's the latest updates from the Walker County voting. You know, and it was just. There was something nostalgic about it. There was something cool about it. And Larry has that iconic news voice. He really does. And I'm getting joyful thinking about it, man, because I miss doing that kind of stuff with him.
Well, you know, used to, the radio is where you got your news, and now you got to go on Facebook and just hope that what you're reading is actually truthful, you know.
Yeah.
Hey, I figured out a way, that whole, you know, at 5 o'clock getting ready to go thing, I figured out a way to beat that. Just leave it 4.
Yeah. If you want to get out at 5, leave at 4, right?
That's right.
Oh, man.
If you're not there, you can't miss it.
That's it. I love it. Well, hey, we are here, episode 650 today, as we continue promoting and celebrating the good here in Huntsville. And we appreciate y'all joining us this morning. We are here, of course. Big thank you to Elliot Herzlich from Elliot's Jewelers. He's online at elliotsjewelers.com for all your jewelry needs. Go visit my good friend Elliot. And we are here with Billy Cauthen, the only Billy Cauthen that I know.
Thank God.
From Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. They've been serving this area since 2002. They are hometown, dedicated, taking care of families. You know, I wanted to switch gears a little bit because, and I'll just dig right into the funeral home talk this morning. Man, we have lost some really good people here over the last few weeks. Even one here in Huntsville. I'm going to meet with the family today. A gentleman that they called the General. Never got to know him, but I've heard stories of him.
Oh, God. I was friends with him. God almighty. Good man.
Yeah.
Crazy. Good man.
I heard he was a good man, and I've reached out to a few folks, and I'm meeting with the family a little bit later today. I appreciate y'all, you know, allowing me the privilege to help these families as much as I can through this time. And I get to see the compassion firsthand through y'all, first and foremost. And, you know, so I'm meeting with them a little bit later today, and that was someone local here that meant a lot to people in the community. And then back in Georgetown, man, we've lost two really good people in the last week. One of them was my former assistant principal at the junior high, Mr. Rhodes. He was also our neighbor behind the street. And
Is that the one that picked you or met you at the hospital or whatever?
No, that was Mr. Sharp. That was Jack Sharp,
okay. Principal.
Thank you. See, you listen to my stories, man. I get kind of worried sometimes. People don't listen to they just let it go. Yeah.
They're just tuning in for the commercials.
Yeah. So, but
like the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Just here for the commercials.
But Mr. Rhodes, his wife, passed away. She was only 65 years old, and it's my understanding she had an unexpected event. Probably, more than likely, unfortunately, a heart attack's what it sounded like. And they were not able to revive her. The EMS, first responders there on the scene, firefighters couldn't revive her, and so that was a tragic loss. She was the former volleyball coach at Georgetown High School back in the day. And then someone that, and I knew of her. I knew she was a great lady. I talked to her great once in a while. But someone that we lost that we were dearly close to. They were at our wedding, and he was at our wedding, and was also at my sister-in-law's wedding just about 6 months ago. Our really close friend Schuler Page there in Georgetown passed away. He and his wife used to own Gumbo's restaurant. Really good. I told him how to move to Huntsville and open that thing. It would have been wildly successful here. Really would have.
I'm assuming they had gumbo.
Oh, yeah. But
I
man,
could use some gumbo right now.
But it's called Gumbo's, but they had the best steaks I've ever had in my life. I mean, I talk about ransoms all the time, but nothing still beats a gumbo steak. That they called it the Flo. It was like the Flo's favorite, Flo's fave. Always thought of that Flo insurance lady. But Schuler had just about 3 months ago was in his kitchen, and it's my understanding that he had a seizure, and they went to the ER, did a scan, and found out that he had a massive number of tumors, unfortunately, in his brain, and that had already. And then they would later find out very quickly that it had spread to other parts of his body, and we were actually going. We're still going because we have an event to be at on Sunday in Georgetown. We'll come back Sunday night, but we were going to leave Saturday early morning. We were going to go stop by and see him because we knew that he wasn't doing well. And unfortunately, Schuler passed not this morning, but yesterday morning about 1 a.m. And so, boy, we're going to miss him. He was a good man. Billy, he always encouraged me. In fact, one of the last texts, you ever go through that when you lose somebody and you start going through your phone, finding what did we talk about? Mm-hmm. And I was going through. And the last thing that he said, I said, "Hey, Schuler, I heard what's going on." I said, "Man, I'm praying for you." And he was a huge Aggies fan. And I said, "How about them Aggies?" He was so happy for the Aggies. And he said, thank you, brother. He said, "I love you very much." And then he said, "Gig 'em."
Gig 'em.
And he was always talking about our children. And he and I had about an hour conversation at my sister-in-law's wedding. And I was telling him about how they ought to pack up and move to Huntsville. And he said that they were content where they were at, but it was getting out of hand. And he always spoke his mind. He never held back from anything. He was a good man, and we're going to miss him. And so maybe this morning, maybe you're going through a loss too. And just, don't let this world move so fast that you forget about people. I'm sure y'all talk to families all the time, and I'm sure after a while you start to kind of hear the same, not in a negative way, but you kind of hear the same thing about, I wish I would have went and talked to him sooner. I wish I would, those kind of things. And maybe it's just a reminder on this show this morning, without being in a funeral setting, that we really do need to think about our friends and our family. And if there's somebody that pops into your mind today that you haven't talked to in a long time, I want to challenge you. Pick up the phone and call them.
Yeah, call your cousin Eddie that won't talk to you.
Yeah, don't call your ex, but I mean, call. Well, I was thinking about Darlene. Ain't talked to her in 33 years. I better.
Hello, darling.
Darlene, darling. So, but yeah, I mean, y'all are in that business. You see it every day, Billy. Mm-hmm. So I was just thinking about that this morning. I did want to say one quick shout out to my wife. She
putting up with you.
Putting up with me. But, man, she won a very distinguished award at Creekside.
I saw that.
And so I wanted to publicly let my wife know how much I love her and appreciate her. And she won the Eye Care Champion Award. That's, I believe, an annual award that they give out, Creekside does, at each of their locations, to the top employee that they feel that has the most compassion and caring for the patients. And so out of all the people there, and there's a lot of good people there, but my sweetheart won the Eye Care Champion Award for Creekside, Huntsville.
That come with like a $10,000 bonus.
By God, no, it don't.
Did she get to keep the frame the thing came in?
Yeah, they gave her. She actually had like 3 awards, and then on top of that, they were doing it was a Christmas party too yesterday. So she got that award, and I think they gave her a little bit of a like a gift or something. Mm-hmm. But then they're doing kind of a drawing for more gifts. She ends up winning a pair of those Beats headphones, like those earbuds or whatever. So I walked in. She's listening to Tupac, Notorious B.I.G. last night. I'm just kidding.
Oh, yeah.
So really proud of her, and it's great, man. So
who sang that song about the more money, the more problems, or whatever? The more money, the more problems we see.
I don't know. It's one of those guys. It has to be. So. Well, Billy, man, I know you've been busy. What's been going on in the life of Billy Cauthen this past week, brother? What's happening?
Just rehabbing his shoulder.
Yeah, let's talk about
Getting
that.
Screamed at by the PT ladies.
So
I was a little upset with him the other day. I'm a full-grown man. I didn't say that to him because tell me what I can and can't do with my own damn arm.
Billy, we saw you. We tapped into your Ring camera inside your house, and we saw you lifting your arm eating those macaroni.
Yeah, it's because I'm severely left-handed, and I'm not really, like, using it for anything crazy or whatever, but, like, when I was there, they make you take the sling off or whatever, and my pants were falling because those of y'all that know me, there's not a whole bunch of real estate in the back. So I just, all day long, every day, pulling on my belt loops, and I reached back and pulled my pants up, and she's like, exactly, right there. What am I supposed to do?
Like went off on you for picking up your pants.
Well, not really went off, but.
Just, yeah.
I mean, if she was an old lady, she'd have shook that finger at me, but what else am I supposed to do?
Did you tell her that? Like, what do you expect?
No, that's what Jack was like. Why don't you just tell them what you really think? I'm like, they probably wouldn't let me go back.
I just ask them next time they do that. I'd be like, do you want to pick them up for me? I mean, what am I supposed to do?
Well, and so far I've had 3 different people up there, and all 3 of them have said something different to me. And it's like, could y'all get on the same doggone page?
See, that's why they call it practicing in that industry.
Yeah, exactly. You get to practice law and medicine.
Man. So when's the...
Oh, okay, it gets even better. I got a little hot tub at the house, and it was a hand-me-down, and I love it. Just love going to, my hot tub, right? Well, they tell you you can't get in the hot tub because of the heat.
Wait a minute. You have an actual hot tub, or is this like one of those garden tubs in your
No, this is like an outside hot tub.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't have all the neighbors coming over in their bikinis or anything, but we do have the hot tub. Whew, I wouldn't want any of my neighbors coming over. God almighty. Anywho. So they won't let me set it. When you sit in your hot tub, your shoulder really doesn't go under the water, right? They won't let me in the hot tub. But you know what the first thing they do to me when I get to physical therapy is?
Put you in a hot tub?
They put a steaming hot towel over my shoulder. But then they don't want it to get hot. I don't know if everyone just followed that story. I can't sit in my hot tub because my shoulder might get hot. But the first thing you do to me is heat my shoulder up.
That makes no sense. What are they getting paid per hour just to ramble off stuff?
Oh, I don't know. But if they hiring, I'm just saying.
So when's the full,
I'm supposed to do this for 6 weeks.
6 weeks.
Yeah. And I guess I'm on the second. I guess this is my 2nd week. Today will be my 3rd appointment.
Is the insurance covering this?
I'm not even sure at this point. I'm glad you said that because every day.
Yeah, tell about this. You told me this
I
earlier.
get another text message from somebody else. Like, why don't they send bills anymore? They text me. They text me to click on a link, and you click on the link, and then now you got to pay $15 of this person for this and $136 of this firm for that. And at this point, I'm worried I'm going to get a bill for the podcast the doctor was listening to, the coffee the nurses had, and I'm worried the city of Huntsville is going to bill me for taking out the trash. I mean, every day it is something else.
Oh, well, we're here.
And I had to pay the hospital that morning we got there. Like, what is my insurance paying for?
That's the new thing. You got to give a card now before you get the service.
We marched up to that counter, me and my lovely wife, and we didn't have a problem in the world paying that. Take care of it, man. Put it on there. He's like, you want to make payments? No, let's pay it all. Let's just be done with this. We're doing the right thing, right? Mm-hmm. We're doing the right thing. If I'd known it was going to be like this, I'd have made payments because I'm making payments to everybody else now. Every doggone day. And what I do is I forward them to Jacqueline because she's the one that, pays all that stuff. And she told me yesterday, she says, I'm done with you.
Yeah.
Because every day it is something else. I think I've been billed for 3 different slings and only had 2. So I guess they broke the components down on one of them. It's just crazy. Crazy.
Well, the deal is, whenever you went in and said, "Hey, let's go ahead and take care of this," that guy's got like a little hand crank siren back there under his desk, and the administrator, her name, the finance lady at the hospital,
She heard it.
We'll pretend her name's Marla Dale, one of those kind of old school cool names, and so here's this guy. And he goes, well, let's go ahead. You're going up there. Let's go ahead and pay for it. And so he gets that old crank going. Marladale, we got one. He paid it in full. We're going out for steaks tonight.
I'm sure what it was is that guy at the registration desk or whatever, he got on the radio. Confirming we have a Blue Cross Blue Shield. Blue Cross Blue Shield. Tuna on the hook. Tuna on the hook.
Ding, ding. Doctor has a new Range Rover. Doctor, new Range Rover. 80K model. Over.
Could y'all get Dr. Smith out of his bass boat? We need him.
Let him know he's going to update that bass boat to an all-new X317, the one with AC built in. Over.
Well, it's like when I was a kid, we went down to Houston to an auto salvage place one time, and they all had like their regular telephones on their parts desk, but they had this other phone that was like on speaker. And it was the other parts, like the other used parts place, they would get on there and say, hey, I need a radiator for an 82 Mazda. And then the other place, you could pick it up and be like, I got a radiator for an 82 Mazda for $32 or whatever. And there was just hundreds of people on this network. And that's how I feel. That's what they did. Like, this guy's got insurance. I got a shoulder replacement for $15. I got a sling for $30,000.
It's funny you mentioned that.
And they don't ask you if you want that stuff. They just give it to you,
yeah.
and you pay for it.
Oh, yeah, man. A Band-Aid at a hospital. Here's something real quick. I donated blood for the first time. You ever donated blood?
Yes.
Man, it was the most relaxed. I was a little bit nervous. I'm not nervous about needles, but I was just a little bit nervous because I'd never done it, and I've heard people pass out and all this. And so but I drank plenty of water. I ate. I felt like I did everything that I was supposed to. I go in there. They roll the coach up here. The coach. I mean, we're talking luxury bus up here to First Baptist. Ruth, lady by the name of Ruth Webb. We're so grateful for her. That's her. That's everybody has their thing.
I know Ruth.
Everybody has their thing, right? And so let people do their thing. If they want to do their thing, let them do their thing. Let them do what they want to do, as long as it's a benefit to others in the community.
Yeah.
Well, Ruth is passionate about blood drives. And I think, other people would say, well, that's nothing we're interested in, whatever. No, that woman has a talent and a passion for helping others to donate, but she does them at her house. She has that thing roll up to her house out there at, what's that, the neighborhood, Texas Grand Ranch, I think is where she said she lives. Is that the neighborhood? Out there off Texas Grand Ranch, right?
Yeah.
So she has them out there at the house. And so we welcomed her with open arms. We said, Ruth, come on in. This is something she's very good at, very passionate about, and it's been, I believe, and Ruth, if you're watching, correct me if I'm wrong, text me, but I believe it's been wildly successful because of, her organization skills. So anyways, there was like 27 people signed up. That's a good day. Even the blood bank said that's a really good turnout. They roll that coach up here, man, and I'm telling you, I walk in there, that thing is nice and cold. It's like a hotel room. The first thing I noticed are these comfortable-looking chairs. And it's weird because they're shaped like think of a V, kind of like this, and you sit in the middle of them.
Kind of like a Craftmatic 2 adjustable bed.
Yeah, Craftmatic 2, yeah, that's it. Not one, but two.
You got to get nobody wants the one.
So they take you back into a little room first. They have 2 little rooms in the very back, very comfortable. They go over, I guess, like the check-in room or whatever you call those things. I forget.
Is that where they beat you with a bag of nickels or whatever?
Yeah, they see if your blood, how fast your blood gets. Yeah. Well, did all that. It was very easy. Filled out a quick questionnaire, and then I was ready to go. I found out I have A negative, which is not the rarest, but a rare form of blood. Not many have A negative.
Man, we should have known.
And I said, why can't I be A positive? I guess I'm, sometimes negative, so there it goes. So I go in. The girl, by the way, that did this, she told me, she goes, I haven't seen an A negative before. I said, really? She goes, yeah, I've been here for about 4 months. I haven't seen
I don't
an
know
A
if that'd make me feel good or bad.
Yeah, I didn't know. And so I said, well, what does that mean? She goes, well, could you do longer today? I said, well, I don't know. I've never done this before. What is longer? She goes, well, we can go 15 minutes and just do this, or we have another one that you go 25 minutes or another one that's 45 minutes. I said, whatever y'all need, just do it. So, you know?
Does it sound like that oil pump gun at the oil change place?
So, yeah. So finally.
Clear on bay one.
Well, I told the lady, I said, whatever y'all need, go ahead and do it. And so I go and I sit back. I sit in that comfortable chair, and, boy, they start showing up. She asked, what do you want? Do you want the blanket or the tumbler? Because that's this month's gift. You get a gift.
Oh, I thought they were like offering a blanket to put on top of you.
Well, you could use it for that. So I said, I'll take the blanket because I was thinking of my kids. They'd probably like the blanket.
Yeah.
You know, they don't want no tumbler.
If you're like me, we're tumbler rich.
Mm-hmm. So I get the blanket. Then, Billy, they say, okay, lay down. We're going to do this. They give you a ball with a happy face. I learned real quick you got to squeeze that thing. Mm-hmm. When it gets tight on your arm, that means it's time to start pumping. The pump. The pump. So I'm sitting there pumping. And then they show up and they say, well, do you want anything? Do you want any snacks? I said, what? I said, yeah. So I said,
I'll take a ribeye, medium well.
Well, I said, I'll take a white. She shows up with this whole tray. She goes, take whatever you want. There's grandma cookies. There's chips. I mean, this thing's loaded with stuff. And so when she said, take all you want, I took the grandma cookies, I took the chips, and I took something else. But there's nowhere to set any of this stuff, so it's all laying on my belly, and they give me a bottle of water.
Oh, so it's like you're watching television.
Yeah, and they got rid of all the TV. They used to have TVs in this coach. They got rid of them because most people are on their phones.
Oh, yeah.
Smart. They replaced the TVs with fans to make it even colder.
Oh.
They put electrical outlets right next to your chair.
So you can plug your phone in?
With USB ports.
Oh, my Jesus.
And you turn around in that chair, and I said it's like a V. Well, then you turn and lay in the V, and they lower part of it. Man, that thing was comfortable. And I was having the most relaxing time of my life.
Is that when you're like, I'll do the 45?
Well, I thought I was, because there was already people coming and going that real quick were filling up bags and leaving. And I'm still there. I said, well, how long is it? They ended up saying, well, we ended up doing like the 25-minute one for you. I don't know why I didn't do the full 45. Here's the kicker, though. I just told you one thing, that I got a water, right?
Yeah.
Well, Mr. G, Brian Godallion, good buddy.
Yeah, I know Mr. G.
Yeah, Mr. G was right next to me. He was getting blood. Vicky McKenzie was on the other side giving blood. Bert Lyle showed up. He was giving blood. I mean, it was a whole reunion of everybody. Well, Mr. G's next to me. They asked him what he wanted to drink. He said Gatorade. I said, wait a minute.
Ain't nobody offered me no Gatorade.
I thought it was just water. That lady come walking back by. They're very nice people, by the way. I said, ma'am. I said, I'd like a Gatorade. She brought me a Gatorade Red, buddy. And I'm telling you.
They got the lemon lime's my favorite.
Oh, gosh. They got it all. Have you ever given to Gulf Coast? It's Gulf Coast. That was the Gulf Coast Regional Blood Bank. They're in Huntsville every day.
I'm fine with all that. And here's the deal. You know, somebody that works in the guts and blood industry, and if you were to cut yourself right now, I could get a McDonald's napkin and some electrical tape, and I could fix you.
Just throw McRib sauce on it.
Yeah. When I watch my own blood come out and go through that little tube, when it comes down, when it makes that first little turn, if I'm watching,
you kind of
clammy, everything goes yellow and blue and spotty. But now if I don't watch it, I could sit there all day. You could drain me like a water balloon. But if I watch that blood come out, I'm done. And I don't know what it is, because I cut myself all the time, and I'll be like, God dang it, I'm going to get blood everywhere. And no problem. But it's something about when it goes through that little tube.
Well, not to say it, but y'all are in that industry where
I know.
Two.
I know. I see this all the time.
You're probably, but I mean, you're probably thinking like, man, I don't know what, that could be you. Well, what got it wasn't the red, the blood coming out. Which, by the way, if you're a Longhorn fan and you bleed burnt orange, you better go to the hospital. That's not healthy.
Get that checked, please.
Yeah, at least A&M has that regular color blood, But what got me is there's another pouch with the plasma or whatever. Mm-hmm. They circulate that back into you.
Oh wow.
So I'm sitting there thinking, all of a sudden I see she goes, now it's going to be tight. And when it's tight, you pump every 3 seconds. Pump. It's the pump.
You got the pump.
Yeah, the pump.
We're going to pump.
The pump. You pump it every 3 seconds. Well, then that thing apparently loosens up. I don't know, if you don't pump, the machine knows, and it'll start going doo-doo, doo-doo, and then she'll come by and she'll be like, you need to continue to pump. Because if you're not doing that, the blood's not coming out. I didn't realize this.
They're not getting their money's worth out of you.
Yeah, they're sucking it all out of you. Well, then when it loosens up, the red starts to fade away, and it turns to that clear plasma, and it's coming back. I didn't know that they did that.
Me neither.
And, man, when that happens, your whole arm goes cold. You start tingling. You get a little metallic taste in your – and they told me all this was going to happen. But it wasn't – because they told me, I wasn't nervous about it. You wasn't
freaked out about it.
No, if they wouldn't have told me, I'd have been like, I'm dying.
Something's wrong. Nurse.
But the reason I brought this up, so I'm sitting there thinking, all right, this is a nonprofit, but somebody's making money. Okay? We were talking about medical stuff. You get me on a roll about medical. I'm not a fan. Here's the deal. I get on there, I start Googling. I didn't chat GPT because that thing likes to hallucinate and make up stuff. I wanted facts. And I start looking around.
So you juggled it?
$232 on average per pint of blood is what.
How much is it on Temu?
Yeah. Well, the $232 on average is what I've kind of the consensus that I found. $232 a bag. Now, of course, if it's more rare, it's probably more valuable. So, because supply and demand. But on average, $232 a pint of blood, a little pint of blood. A pint's a lot. I didn't realize how much a pint is, man. That's a big bag.
16 ounces, right?
Yeah, it's a lot. And so I started thinking, okay, $232. And then in my mind with the insurance companies, I'm thinking like my father-in-law's phrase, here we go. So in my mind, I'm like, here we go. $232, I bet you anything, it's about $1,000 that the hospital charges. Nope. They charge up to $3,500 per bag per pint of blood. Now, $1,500 to $3,500 is the high end, but $1,500. So they buy it. Let's just go with the low end. They buy it from the blood bank for $232 on average. Then they resell it for $1,500. That's a pretty good markup.
And what do they normally person like? Just a pint of blood is pretty much what people are.
I guess. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, a pint. Yeah. And we had 27 people. Let's just round it up to 30 to make the math easier and say it's 300. What is that? 30 and 300. That's $9,000 day right there, just for them.
Yeah, but they got operating expenses too.
Well, they do. I'm not hating on the Gulf Coast. $232 is a reasonable price. But now let's take that 30. All right, that 30.
How many people did y'all have?
27.
Yeah, I mean that's
pretty close, right?
Yeah.
So let's stay with the same 30 math, okay? And then let's say now the hospital, now you got 30, and let's go in the middle. Let's go 2,000. That's $60,000, right, that they've made off that blood. $60,000 that they've made that day off the blood. Now I'm telling you, I understand there's all these costs in the medical world. I'm not some expert at medical. But I'll tell you this, when I walk into a hospital that's got granite countertops, nope, because I'm having to pay for those granite countertops. When I walk into that fancy hospital, it's got that beautiful waterfall coming down and all that luxury-looking landscaping. Nope. You know why? Because I'm having to pay for that. That's part of my medical care is all that nice stuff in that hospital. Just bring me into a sterile shed and do what you need to do and get me out.
Yeah, we could buy a bunch of them Connex boxes and weld them together.
There you go.
And spray line them with bed liner.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Well, that's my deal on all these text messages. And I'm like, how come the hospital didn't provide that? Because the hospital's the one that gave me the sling. Mm-hmm. Why aren't they the ones billing for it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Why are there outside entities billing me for something the hospital gave me?
No idea. No idea, man. But anyways.
With that logic, I'd probably wind up paying more.
We're in the wrong business, buddy.
We are. I want to be in the retirement business. I just want to retire.
I've been in it. I was yesterday, today, and tomorrow. I'm retired, buddy.
I am. God almighty.
Well,
I went and tried to help James the other day, and, only having one arm means you have to work twice as hard to do what you normally do. Whew, I'm a tired puppy. And that was 2 days ago, and I don't think I'm going to make it.
Well, speaking of good people, Phyllis Dillard,
hey,
PD of Huntsville, joining us. And she said, y'all are so funny, and you get Fridays off to a good start. Have a wonderful weekend.
I just wish we could get Fridays off.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. By the way,
you gotta do.
I like doing this on Friday, but then after this, I'd kind of like just to go home and rest.
Go get on your bass boat.
Yeah, my 283Z with the new air conditioner.
Yeah, buddy.
How'd you get this one, Earl?
I fixed the old boy's shoulder.
No, I got 60 pints of blood. Oh,
It is funny you would say bass boat because when somebody asked me what happened and I told them and they looked at me and said, your doctor just got a new bass boat. So is that how we're measuring financial stuff now, is in the amount of bass boats you could purchase?
It's on the purchase
How much
order.
was your house? I was about 4 bass boats.
It reminds me of there was a guy in Georgetown. We'll take a break after this real quick. There was a guy in Georgetown my brother used to work with, Rudy. Good dude, man. Rudy fell on some hard times, got involved with some bad things.
I ain't never met a Rudy I didn't like.
But you know what? You're right. Same here. Yeah. And he fell on some bad times, got involved with some things he shouldn't have, spent a little time in prison. And then one night I ran into Rudy, and that guy was smiling in a different way I'd never seen. And he told me, he said, man, he goes, I found the Lord, man. And his wife, there was just something new about him. And he was dressed nice and everything. I said, Rudy, I'm proud of you, man. I said, let's pray. And we prayed, and I just felt this joy from that guy. And I think a lot of him, man. But I'll never forget, early on, my brother worked with him at McDonald's back in the day. Mm-hmm. And Rudy he would, everything, when you're talking about days, like instead of saying 2 weeks, he would he would say it in Fridays. How many Fridays?
2 Fridays.
Yeah. So we're like, when is that happening? He said, oh, man, 3 or 4 Fridays. He would always say it in Fridays.
Well, it's funny you'd say that because the other day I was thinking, people are like, oh, I just have to work 3 more sleeps and a get up. What? So you got 3.5 more days?
You got to sit there and think about this to process it. But, yeah, Rudy would always say that. So that was my joke with my brother all the time. Hey, Charles, man, 3 or 4 Fridays. And if you've seen the Friday movies, then you would know why that's a big day. Well, hey, let's take a break. We'll come back here in a little bit.
Yeah, I need coffee. We got to take a break.
Yeah, I need some too, man. It's brought to you by our
Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. Our family's serving years since 2002.
There it is. We'll be back in a moment. We're not strong enough
to make it our own. We need a word of encouragement. Linda Henry.
So we're going to a break. We'll be back in a minute. Hey, let us know you're out there. Send some comments. Let us know
what
what
if
you
somebody
think.
thinks we just signed off.
They might have, yeah. We'll be back in a moment. Stay with us. This is your show. It's Good Morning Huntsville.
Hi, I'm Billy Cauthen, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
Hey friends, this is Rob Hipp, and I'm here to talk about a true expert in the real estate world. Let me introduce you to my good friend, Terry Coleman of the Coleman Realty Group.
With 33 years in the business, I've dedicated my life to making your real estate dreams come true. Specializing in residential properties, I serve Walker and Montgomery counties, from Spring to Trinity and areas all around.
They call her your next door agent, and here's why.
I'm not just here to help you find a home or lease a property. I'm here to build lifelong relationships. Whether it's residential or commercial, farm or ranch listings, there's something for everyone.
Now you might wonder, what sets Terry apart from other real estate agents? Well, it's simple. She goes above and beyond for her clients, like the time she surprised a family from California with a fully decorated Christmas tree and gifts when they returned from closing. You shouldn't have to compromise on the joys of home during life-changing moments. So, if you're ready to make your real estate dreams come true, here's what you need to do.
Visit my website at myrealtorterry.com and let's make those dreams a reality.
That's Terry Coleman, your expert in all things real estate.
I'm Terry Coleman, your next door agent, and I can't wait to help you open the door to your new life.
Since 2010, the Oak Ridge Disciple House has helped men break free from addiction, not with quick fixes, but lasting change through Jesus Christ. They've celebrated 167 graduates at Oak Ridge and 138 more at Interfaith with an 80% success rate. That's compared to just 5% in most secular programs. The fact is, Jesus works. And now, celebrating 15 years, they're building their third house in Tennessee and just launched a women's program, Restoration Ranch in Texas. It's all for God's glory. And here's the heart of it. They never turn anyone away for lack of money. In fact, 95% of families receive scholarships. As one person put it, don't talk about it, be about it. Every penny counts. Donate today at oakridgedisciplehouse.com and help change a life forever. The Oak Ridge Disciple House. Online at oakridgedisciplehouse.com. Real recovery, real hope. Hey friends, Rob Hipp, Media and Community Outreach Minister here at First Baptist Church, Huntsville. Let me ask you, when's the last time you felt real hope? Maybe it's been a while since you've been to church, or maybe you've never felt connected to a church at all. Well, friends, that's okay. Here at First Baptist, we're a harbor of hope, and we welcome everyone just as they are. We have programs throughout the week for all ages to come together, ask questions, grow in faith, and find the hope that only Jesus Christ can bring. Whether you're looking for a fresh start or a community to call home, we'd love for you to join us. Come experience something real. For more information, visit fbchuntsville.org. First Baptist Church, Huntsville, a harbor of hope.
In this harbor of hope, we are safe inside.
This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted, family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram, or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas.
So, what's inside the mysterious little box?
Whoa, what box? Oh, that box over there.
You went to Elliot.
Wait, don't open it yet. Oh, and yes, I went to see Elliot's Jewelers just a couple of days ago.
Inside the box, is it golden?
Well, I was a little concerned about the price of gold because it's high, but Elliot really helped me find something beautiful and monetarily agreeable.
Oh, well, hey, can I open it now? Please?
Whoa, just a little longer. You have to at least wait until Christmas Day.
Oh, well, I can do that.
Elliot's Jewelers. Fine jewelry and engravable gifts. Schedule your appointment at elliotsjewelers.com. That's ELLIOTTS Jewelers.com.
Make sure there's something extra special inside the mysterious little box you give this season.
This is KHSP LP, Huntsville, Texas, the spirit of Huntsville.
This is Billy Cauthen of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, and you're listening to Spirit Radio, the spirit of Huntsville.
Spirit of Huntsville, Spirit of Huntsville, Spirit 94.3.
It's keep that train a-coming right around the bend. There ain't no sunshine coming next week because the rain's moving in.
I ain't mad about that.
No, sir. We need it, man. Welcome back. Merry Christmas, everybody. Is it time to say Merry Christmas? Billy, are you a Merry Christmaser this time of the year?
Let's get just a little close. Well, I guess we're about 2 weeks away.
2 weeks out, man. It's a good time to say it.
My wife will tell you I'm very bah humbug. You know. firm believer in what we're celebrating. Do not get me wrong. It's just Christmas was not always a bright and shiny spot in the Cauthen household back in the days after my dad passed. So,
Oh man, yeah.
you know,
Well, Jason had said something. Our pastor here at First, and I never thought of this, and I'm gonna see if I can find this. Yeah, here it is. There's Christian symbolism in the Christmas tree. Never really thought about this. Have you? Never really thought of this.
like the angel and stuff,
Well, the
or
tree.
the star.
The tree is usually an evergreen, right?
Yeah,
So
ours is a plastic green.
So it's evergreen.
Yeah, I guess so.
That evergreen represents everlasting, eternal life. Evergreen, everlasting life. The lights that we put on the tree represent light in the darkness. And then hope and the tree of life and revelation. The triangular shape signifies the Trinity, Father, Son, Holy Spirit. And then while the ornaments and lights point to Christ's blessings and the Star of Bethlehem. And so you think about that. That can transform pagan winter traditions into a symbol of Christ's birth and everlasting life. And Jason took it a step further and said this. The tree, why is it pointed? Because it points up to the heavens, to Jesus Christ. Never thought about that. Have you? I just thought it was a tree. And so there's symbolism in the Christmas tree as a Christian. So there you go. That's news you needed to know this morning as we celebrate Christmas coming up.
From the news later.
From the news later, thunder. While we were in that break, by the way, on my Facebook feed, a random radio station pops up, and it says like traces of old radio or something. And it was a radio station with a logo that had a lightning bolt in it. I said, this thing is listening
All the time.
to stuff, and all the time it's listening.
Yeah.
I cannot believe that because we were just randomly talking about that, and then
Make fun of people anymore.
no, I just cannot believe that. So, well, Billy, it is that time of the year, and folks are bustling and hustling. I was talking the other day on Wednesday with Taylor Chandler from Walker County Federal about Christmas gifts, and I had put a post out on Facebook. And it's weird because sometimes you post stuff on social media and you don't think anything of it, and you're not seeking people to reply. You just post it to see what happens, or maybe you have an idea or a thought, and then nobody says anything, and then all of a sudden a week later the comments start pouring in.
Yeah.
That's what's happening right now. We are finally getting responses to the greatest Christmas gift that you have received. We had 2 or 3 the other day, but more are coming in. This person here says salvation, the privilege of living to this age. This is an older person. Terry Arthur Holt, love her dearly. You know what she says? My engagement ring, 1972. That is one of the greatest gifts she ever received. Laura said, time with all my family, celebrating Jesus' birthday, lots of love and laughter, just being together. We don't do it enough, but always at Christmas. Margot said this, computers. Quentin, our number one engager, take a guess at what Quentin said.
Not a cowboy tickets.
Nice. Yeah, that's a good one. Quentin says go-kart. He got a go-kart for Christmas, man. That's pretty pricey. My sister said, my daddy's Western ties for my mama and salvation from Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen. Rob Shield says, salvation from the judgment and punishment I deserve. See, these are coming in like wildfire. Look what my mama said, Billy. Read that one, please.
That means y'all ain't getting shit this year.
The love and respect of my children. Can you believe that? Mom, I love you. She said that.
But I want to know, okay, and that's I want to know like the something you can hold in your hand.
Yeah.
What was your best Christmas gift ever?
So yeah, we were talking about that. So of course, salvation number one.
Yeah. That
I ever got. It was 2 things. One, it was, and we talked about it on Wednesday, a Nintendo and a Magnavox TV. That I didn't tell this on Wednesday. My brother and I, a couple years later, were playing that thing on the TV. We had cats growing up. What do cats like to do? That's why I don't like cats. They like to jump up on stuff.
Yeah.
And you know what a lot of cats do, and that's why I can't stand them? There's something that they do that they forget to use a litter box.
Oh.
And then that odor just never goes away. Mm-hmm. Well, the worst thing, maybe this is where like my true just livid, I don't like cats unless they're someone else's cats. I'll put it that way. And even then, I'm not a cat person. Well, that cat got on top of that TV and used to lay on it because it was warm.
Mm-hmm.
Smart cat. Well, one morning, I guess he decided he's just too lazy to go to the litter box. We're sitting there and the TV's on. All of a sudden, you know what we hear? The TV starts smoking, man.
Poor old Magnavox.
Magnavox was done. It got ammonia'd. It was over with, man. But for me, Nintendo, and then I got a Game Boy. And if you ever know, like my family, we just didn't have a lot of money at all. And I have no idea to this day how we still got those gifts. But what about
Lay
you?
away at the Kmart.
Yeah, no joke. What about you, man?
When I was a kid, my parents I don't know, 6 or 7, maybe 8. I don't know, somewhere in there. My parents got me a remote control truck, and it was like a monster truck, and it was so cool. So cool. And what's funny about it is, like, I woke up, ran in the living room, Santa Claus came, I got that truck, and I'm pushing it all over the house, boy. And it's got like this selector switch on the back that makes it sound different when you push it, and it's really cool. And my dad finally comes down the hallway, and he's watching me, and he's like, how come you're not using the remote? I didn't know it was remote control. And then Jacqueline got me real good here a couple years ago. It's back when it just started mortuary school, and money was tight, but every year we tell don't get me nothing. I'll get you anything, and you don't get me nothing. Which of course
never works.
Those of y'all that are married know that's suicide, brother. When they say that, they don't mean that. So anywho, I got Jacqueline some little stuff, and I can't remember exactly what it was, but I'll assure y'all it didn't amount to a hill of beans just because we didn't have any means. But somehow or another, with me going to school, that woman pulled off an iPad that year, and
wow.
I will tell y'all that I bawled like a baby. I don't know how she did that, or she just... Because I know we didn't have it, and hell, we still don't have it, but we work every day, and we try real hard, and them kids are very, very well taken care of. But when I got that iPad, it was either a joke or it was a Christmas miracle, and there was actually an iPad in that box. And
you're like, despite the fact that it had a pink cover on it, and
nobody looks at that when you put it in a protective case. I still have that iPad.
Do you really?
I still have it.
Man.
Low mileage, one owner.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, man, when you receive something unexpected like that, it kind of floors you.
Yeah.
That's the way we work.
Yeah, because I think I got her like some Reese's peanut butter cups and some socks or something. Y'all, I did not. I'm horrible. I'm a horrible person because I don't. Well, and like my dear sweet wife, and I hope she's not watching them. She's probably not. She's probably at work. She doesn't want for anything. And I don't mean that like we have stuff, but like she's the type of person, she takes care of everybody else first. Mm-hmm. And she neglects what she needs over the needs of others.
Yeah.
Again, those kids don't want for anything. It's ridiculous how much it is, if they want or need something, it just magically appears. Mm. And I'm just as bad. I go on Amazon and get whatever I need and just keep on trucking. But she, on the other hand, she overlooks her own needs and desires to serve others. And, I wish I could be more like her, but,
Yeah. Well, thank God we have our wives, man.
Yeah.
We need them.
If not, I'd be at home right now in holy socks with no job.
Trying to pick up your pants.
Yeah, with one arm.
With one arm. Yeah. Well, that's it. That was a 2 for me. And let us know. Maybe you're out there this morning, outside of salvation, which is the number one thing. What is the tangible, the greatest gift you've ever received?
That remote control truck was awesome until I ran into a large body of water.
But it wasn't. So it was a truly radio. It wasn't. Like we could never get the actual.
It was Radio Shack brand because we had a Radio Shack, and I don't know, maybe Mom and Daddy had a Radio Shack.
There's a Radio Shack here in Huntsville.
There was, yeah.
Where was that thing at?
Where Tune Up the Manly Hair Salon is. I think it was in that.
Wow.
It was either that one or down just a hair, but yeah.
They went up.
It was humongous when they first opened it, and as times got, they didn't lease as much, and then.
Mm. Yeah, Amazon kind of.
That's where my first.
That over.
That's where my first beeper came from.
Really?
Yeah. And then I switched over to using Sam at Lee Barron's.
He did pagers, beepers.
Oh yeah, when he first started in the mall, he was in a really tiny store, and he was the beeper man.
Really?
Yep.
Good night. What? Think about how. See, kids nowadays, they got it way too good.
I still have my pagers in my office. Next time you come, I'll show it to you.
And I bet, you know what? If you have.
It still works. I mean, like I can't call it anymore. I can't dial 293-5412, and it would page me, but the clock still works.
Was it just a beep? That was it? Just.
Oh, it beeped and it vibrated and
then when those things went off.
And it was clear. I had the clear one. I was cool.
Oh, man.
My first one was black. It was a Motorola Freestyle 2. And it was almost shaped like a triangle. It was goofy looking. And then the next one I had the black one, and the Bravo or whatever. And then finally I had just a clear one. But for the kids that aren't listening, because let's admit it, those of us that are listening, every one of us know what a pager is. But that was the most amazing thing, because you could be in touch without being in touch. They couldn't lie 360 you. They could send you a page. And if you wished to return the phone call, you could. Or your girlfriend could text you with a code, and you would know that she was thinking about you or whatever. And it was cool. You didn't have to, And then people started putting 911, and that was an emergency. And then people got to where they were using that for everything. 911, what's the emergency? Oh, my show didn't record. VCR's messed up.
So your pager, your beeper pager had because I remember like an old school one. It just all it would show is just the numbers, and they came out.
That's what this will do. It just showed the number.
But you could put in.
Oh, there's, and I'll send it to you. I still got it on my phone. There was pager codes. Okay. There was like a code sheet.
Okay.
And I think I don't know. I'll find it. But yeah, there was different numerical stuff you would put in there, and when you got that code, you would know that meant I love you, or I'm thinking about you, or choke on a sock, or something. And sometimes you just had to take a guess who it was from, but
Oh, that's cool though.
Yeah.
So you would know, man. Yeah, I remember the only pager I ever had was a text pager where a call center, when I worked for the internet company, I harassed Keith Stoll. Finally, at 15 years old, he gave me a job. He said, "If you'll leave me alone, I'll give you a job." I did tech support, and they hooked me up with a Motorola text pager, and the answering service, if it was after hours, would text me the customer name, and then what they needed, and then their callback number. And it was this little pager with a screen on it. And then I had a really cool, old school little flip phone that I remember those buttons, man. They were neon green. When you'd push them, they'd light up. The phone was neon green, too, the screen and all that. But, boy, times sure have changed. Those were the good – I don't want to go back and say that we don't live in a good old days. But, I mean, right now it can be the good old days. But, boy, those were the good old days. You know what I'm saying?
And when I first started my garage door company back in 1998, there was a company in town, an answering service called In Touch Communications. It was part of Resource Security. And I had an answering service through them, and they had alphanumeric pagers. Mm-hmm. So they could send you not only, it was like modern, or back then, kind of like modern texting.
That's what mine was.
Yeah.
So it wasn't just the numbers; it was actually alpha characters too.
Yeah, yeah. It would be like call Sammy Smith. His door done sprung off or something.
Yeah, those were good night. We sure have came a long way and changed a lot since.
I miss it. We need to go back.
I had did you know by law now? Well, I don't want to say by law. It's one of those things, but I think it's law that any phone, any cell phone, even if you don't have it active, still has to call 911.
Yes.
And one day, my friend, this was years ago, man, we're talking 10 years ago, he had some old phones from the 90s. I'm talking them old Tandy phones. You remember them things?
Yep.
Some of them came in a backpack. And we got into that box of phones, and we started turning and a couple of them turned on. And I kid you not, these things were, some of them I think were probably even early 90s. There was no way that these things had service anymore. And I don't ever encourage people, don't dial 911, but I wanted to test that. And by goodness, I picked up that phone, I dialed 9, and it started ringing. I hung it up right away.
Oh, boy.
But it rang, and this was a phone from the early 90s. And we're talking, we were probably maybe 2006, 2007. These phones were still working. They wouldn't, it said emergency only, and it wasn't even it wasn't even a screen. It was like an LED light that said emergency only, because the phones were so old, So man, things have changed. Speaking of things that have changed, somebody did not change direction and come see us. on Saturday, and I have something sitting over there on the counter for her. I ended up saving her one. She told me she went out of her way to call me, Billy. This young lady went out of her way to call me. She was at Rather Park, and she said, "Oh, do you have one of those? I saw some pictures of people with hats." And let me encapsulate the story. She's at Rather Park. One of the city workers was wearing a Spirit Radio hat. Mm-hmm. That's how she saw it. Well, the reason that city worker got that Spirit Radio hat is because he came over to our booth at the Christmas fair. We had an axe throwing thing. And so we said, throw an axe, download our app, get a hat. Well, he went back and told his other buddies at the city. And before long, they turned it into a contest. And all these city workers were there at our booth throwing axes, trying to beat each other. So we ended up we had like 30 of those Spirit Radio hats. I gave all of them away except a few. Well, this young lady calls me and says, "Where's my hat?" I said, Where are you at?
Did you throw an axe?
Yeah. I said, "Where are you?" "Well, I'll come by and visit your booth." She never came by and visited our booth.
Shame.
And here she is this morning saying good morning, just like everything's fine and dandy. Went out of her way to call me and said she was going to come by our booth and never made an appearance at our booth.
Never.
I have a hat for you, waiting for you. It's our former intern, Michelle. She's a good girl. We miss her, man. Michelle, come hang out with us on a Friday sometime.
Yeah, don't be acting like you're busy all the time. You
Yeah.
work at the city, they don't do nothing.
Christy Wheeler will let you off. She'll let you off to come on this show and highlight city events. So you're trying to find that.
Yeah,
that page
God, I'm looking so hard for it.
Do you have Google, like Photos, or is that Apple?
It's Apple.
Can you type pager up there? Does it work that way?
Well,
Like the Google one does.
it says Apple Intelligence off, and I'm not very smart.
Yeah, look, okay, look. Here's the complaint. You ready for this?
Okay.
Hello, or haha, I'm so sorry, things got very busy. I was running a program at the park. Ooh. Yeah.
Tell her you were too.
And then I was running a booth at the park.
Yeah.
Here's Michelle. Then she tries to make
Oh, now she's calling.
Yeah, now she's calling from Utah. It's a suspected spam caller. Now
Wouldn't it be nice if you got a free can of spam every time those people called?
Be awesome. Then she says, "I miss y'all." And then it's Michelle. We're giving you a hard time. She says, "I'm in Virginia right now." Are you at DC? Is that where DC is?
I didn't know the city of Huntsville was in Virginia.
Yeah, I had no idea. Kyle, by the way, telling her hey, Kyle went back and we were talking about this blood earlier.
Oh, he did some research.
He did some research. That's why we like Kyle. He's our researcher for the show. And he said a barrel of blood.
A barrel?
A barrel of blood. $77,952. Value of a barrel of blood.
Can you call Reliable and get a barrel of blood? Jerry, I need a barrel of blood. Be 7:30 in the morning.
Well, hey, while you're looking for that, let's take one final break. We got a few spots to run. One final break.
We're going to get this.
We're going to find it. We're going to take one final break, and then when we come back, we'll highlight some things happening over at Sam Houston.
Oh, there it is.
Let's talk about it when you can. There it is.
Okay.
All right. Send me that, and we'll show it on the screen when we come back. Stay with us. We'll wrap it up when we come back. It's your show, as always, brought to you by Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. It's our family serving yours since 2002. We'll be right back after this. Stay with us.
Hi, I'm Billy Cauthen, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
Hey friends, this is Rob Hipp, and I'm here to talk about a true expert in the real estate world. Let me introduce you to my good friend, Terry Coleman of the Coleman Realty Group.
With 33 years in the business, I've dedicated my life to making your real estate dreams come true. Specializing in residential properties, I serve Walker and Montgomery counties, from Spring to Trinity and areas all around.
They call her your next door agent, and here's why.
I'm not just here to help you find a home or lease a property. I'm I'm here to build lifelong relationships. Whether it's residential or commercial, farm or ranch listings, there's something for everyone.
Now you might wonder, what sets Terry apart from other real estate agents? Well, it's simple. She goes above and beyond for her clients, like the time she surprised a family from California with a fully decorated Christmas tree and gifts when they returned from closing. You shouldn't have to compromise on the joys of home during life-changing moments. So, if you're ready to make your real estate dreams come true, here's what you need to do.
Visit my website at myrealtorterry.com and let's make those dreams a reality.
That's Terry Coleman, your expert in all things real estate.
I'm Terry Coleman, your next door agent, and I can't wait to help you open the door to your new life.
This is Jason Bay, the pastor at First Baptist Church, Huntsville, and you're listening to Spirit Radio, the spirit of Huntsville.
Spirit Radio.
All right, we got some good news to share with you. This is classic coming up here in just a few seconds, Billy. Billy has went through, he found the beeper codes, right? The beeper codes.
Got 'em.
You did a search on your Apple and found it. I saw
did.
that because it
did.
highlighted
It did.
on the picture. Billy has done, we're back here, Billy Cauthen, Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We appreciate their support. We'll talk about a little bit about the funeral home here in just a few moments. But first things first, let me see if I can get this guy going here. This is extremely important this morning. Let me see if this will work here. We'll go to Rob's phone, and of course, nothing. Man.
Dead in the water.
Come on, man. Let's try this again. It's not picking up my phone this morning, Billy. See, you know when you want things to work, you get all excited because you think, hey, this one's going to work, and then it doesn't work. That's all right. We'll find this again here in just a second. Billy has found the beeper codes.
The beeper codes.
The beeper codes this morning. That's classic, man. Let me see. I've really got to find a way to do this over here. Let's see. We'll put it here. Give us 1 second. We're just rambling on here.
Yeah, just stick with us. We get prettier by the minute anyhow.
Yeah, it takes a while for me. Yeah. Well, where yesterday?
You got to start early in the morning.
Okay, I just saved that. Let's see if this works over here, Billy. We'll go back over. This is live. This is what happened when you're live.
Yeah, we don't have our in-studio production crew with us today.
That's coming. We got Tyler Ford. Tyler's going to be our executive producer on this show. See, I saved it and didn't save there, but let's try again. Let's go to save. How do you do this here? Come on, man. This is too good to not share with the people this morning. All right, let's put it under the big drive. Big drive. You see that right there?
Big drive.
Big drive. There ain't nothing
Oh, there it went.
All right, let's see if it's there. Oh.
Big drive.
There we go. You know when I sent it to the big drive, that went to my house, actually, in my closet where my internet is.
That's where the big drive
That's where the big drive is. Isn't that cool, man? All right, here it is. There you go, Billy. Tell us what this is.
Well, that's the code, man. That's how your girl would get a hold of you and whatnot.
But it says teenagers, but adults use this too, right?
Well, I was a teenager when I had a beeper.
So you knew all these codes, huh?
Kinda. I mean, I didn't, probably wasn't down with all of them, but
goodbye was 6,000. Then how did you do the star, the asterisk? Mm-hmm. 6,000 star 843 goodbye.
Yeah. 424, call me back.
Where did that come from? 424, call me back. Wonder where 424 came from.
I don't know. And then, of course, there's the 911, which is emergency important. And then 411, I have a question. And then 333, love. 143. 143 was everyone knew 143. I love you.
God, 183 is vile. Or 187.
187. Well, that started like out in California or somewhere.
Because police had homicide.
187. Yeah.
Keep it. The best one on that, though, 41 asterisk 705 312. Hi, loser.
Oh, my goodness. I need this one for James. 60.401773. Go home. There needs to be a come home.
Does anybody remember?
I tell you, after that boy, he's real big in that firefighting. He's graduated the academy and all that stuff, and he's volunteering. That dude might as well just live at the fire station.
Where's he at? Crabs Prairie? Is he
Yeah,
hanging out over
yeah,
there?
yeah.
Did you give him his hat?
Yes, I did.
Did he like it?
Yes, he did.
Well, I'm going to have to get him a different one.
157. Keep in touch. Just gonna start sending that to people. I haven't heard from in a while. 157.
Now, I don't want to get you in any trouble, but you and a certain Cauthen have developed your own texting schematics. Do you want grapefruit and apples? No.
I was showing Rob during the break how me and my mother communicate via text
I
message.
wish we could flow through this on a screen.
People might see stuff they don't want to. Like her shopping list, if she needs something from town, she simply just sends me a picture of it.
Yeah, enriched bread.
Laxity. And of course, you got to send her a picture back, which means is this the right one?
It's like
And she doesn't send a message. She just sends a question mark, which what that question mark means is call her. She's got a question.
you get an image of Tux with the question mark.
I wish we were lying.
Oh, man. That's funny, man. But you know what? Those are the things that you're going to remember the most about your mother. Those are the
See,
things.
I'm not lying to you. That's
What is that?
that's thinly sliced Dave's awesome bread.
Hey, y'all actually had a conversation on that one because most of them were just like, okay, no, yes, okay. Y'all had a conversation.
Yeah, we did. She was telling me there was no rush on it, and I told her the girls had already picked the stuff up, so she was kind of shit out of luck.
Yeah, she was. That's it.
And I love my mother, and those of y'all that know my mother know she's just pure gold. She's awesome. She's the rock, but she'll send you to the store for something, and then amazingly, as soon as you get back in your car and you're leaving the store, if you're still at the store, I could use some.
Do you ever text back? I'm not.
I'm not.
Do you though, or do you go back in, or does it depend?
Well, like that one right there. Like I had the girls go pick that stuff up. I'm like, the girls have already left the store.
Okay.
You can either wait for me to get off, or you could just,
I've gotten in the habit when Bridget sends me to the store.
Well, because look, I mean, when she's requesting this stuff, she's not out.
You sent like an emoji with
Like
the hands up.
right there, she's still got bread. She's not out. She's just low. Same, and she'll even tell you, I'm not in dire need for this stuff, but
She's just letting you know.
yeah.
There you go, man. Oh, I like it.
See, no hurry for the milk or bread. She turned in the order.
But here, and I like your picture there of the guy with his hands up in there.
Well, she says, "Hey, have you seen my green pressure cooker?" Okay, first of all, we don't live in the same house. Second of all,
why would you see it?
I've never seen a green pressure cooker. In my 45, almost 46 years of life, have never seen a blankety blank green pressure cooker. Have I seen it? No. Do you want me to Google you a picture of it? But look, y'all, in all fairness, I turned in an order for chicken and dumplings, so there's got to be a green pressure cooker show up somehow.
There, man.
If anybody's got a green pressure cooker, we can borrow.
I'm waiting for that text message that says, "Have you seen my ducks?"
Those were the greatest commercials ever.
Oh, they were. Man, golly, what a good Friday.
Itching and burning.
Friday here in Huntsville. This is the weekend. I feel like there's not a whole lot going on. Switching gears, talking about, community. The farmers market goes on. But outside of that, I just don't think there's a whole lot going on. Tonight, a very special event. Chrissy Cogdell, First Touch Family, they have their annual remembrance dinner tonight. And that not really open to the public. That's for families who have lost children. Mm-hmm. They do that every year. They're going to be doing it out Elkins Lake. She's asked me to come and speak a little bit, and so I'm honored to be there tonight. Bridget will be with me, but we just get to love on some families tonight, along with Chrissy, and that's what I love about this community coming together. But really, outside of that event and the farmers market, I'll be honest with you, I'm kind of in the dark. I'm usually up to date with these things, but there's not a whole lot going on here in Huntsville this weekend. If you know of some things, let us know. There is something
that's because the community heard I had to work this weekend.
Yeah,
they're just trying to stay cool.
They says, forget it, we're done. How was the grand marshaling at the parade? Y'all were at the front, right? Did y'all make it? Were y'all at it?
Oh, we was at it. We was at it.
Do y'all start before all the first responders and all that as the Grand
They're
Marshal?
behind us. We're right behind the band.
Okay.
But you know, I am a Lion. I'm a proud Lion. There's not a whole bunch of people in the Lions Club. It's a great organization. If you want to come hang out with us and maybe see if it would be a service group that you would be interested in, please do so. But I will tell you that this year the communication between the city of Huntsville police officers and the Lions Club was about as piss poor as it could be.
Well, I hate to hear that.
There was one point to where I had to jump out of the Grand Marshal truck, which had a giant diamond deer in the back, garland and blue Christmas lights all over, the big banner on the front, and signs on the side that said Grand Marshal, people standing in the back waving with buckets of candy, and had to go explain to this police officer, sir, would you please get out of the way? We're the Grand Marshal. We're supposed to be at the front of the line. He commenced to chewing on me because why weren't we already in line with everyone else? And like I told the nice young gentleman, sir, we are exactly where we were told to be.
I gotcha.
But,
See,
I mean, honestly, this dude, like, we're trying to go down Sam Houston, and he swings his car in front of our truck. And I'm thinking, oh, he's stopping those people from coming out of that driveway. So I try to go around him, and he does it again. And then the old Billy came out, and I flung that door open, and I walked over there like I was the cop, and he was the dummy in the truck.
Oh, man.
So
And stuff got done after that. To whatever degree. It
and I probably shouldn't have told that story, y'all, but it just there's little things that irk me. And then I'm also a little. We were the Grand Marshal, and I haven't seen a single picture of our float on the internet, on Facebook or whatever. So,
yeah. Well.
Again, probably shouldn't tell those stories, but I'm at the point in my life I'm not going to hide how I feel about stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I'll tell you this. When you're in it, you see a lot. When you're out of it, you don't see a lot. You know, it's like anything. And I will say there's a lot of moving parts in those parades.
Oh, my God. The Lions that volunteer and show up and do that and work their butt off for weeks on end, and then the day of it, those people don't sleep. They don't eat. They don't stop.
They work their tail off.
Until late into the night.
I gave them a shout-out on Facebook and said, thank you all for all the hard work you do behind the scenes, because I couldn't do it. I wouldn't want to do it either because of what you just said.
I don't think y'all realize this whole thing is being put on by there's probably 6 to 10 people that are putting that whole thing on, the registration, the everything. And I was a little surprised this year because normally when you hit the bottom of the hill over by the annex, there's a radio station there, and if you tune your radio to their radio station, normally they announce you as you go by. And that wasn't the case this year. They were there, but apparently they were just broadcasting it on YouTube or something.
And I started that years ago, with that, but it used to still be synced up.
Yeah, I like to hear, hey, this is the Grand Marshal or closest to theme, or
you'll hear that 94.3.
Get out of the way or something,
Yeah. Move on.
Like the year our old truck got down there and wouldn't move.
the drum brakes broke up. Oh, that's great. Well, I will say, all in all, we were in it. It is a long day. I continue to want to be in it. The fair for us, it was I'm not complaining. It was a great day. But poor Tyler, he was doing an event for HMH for Huntsville Memorial. By the way, they are a streaming sponsor. We appreciate the generous support of Huntsville Memorial Hospital here in our community. But Tyler they had their annual Christmas party. So Tyler was doing the audio for HMH, and then he didn't wrap up and get all of his equipment done until 1 a.m. Well, then he was back up at 6 or 7 helping me with the Christmas fair. We had a great turnout, man. We were so blessed, Billy. We ended up praying for about 10 people.
Oh, yeah.
And a family showed up, and the wife was pregnant. We prayed over her and the baby that's on the way, and it was just and that's what we envisioned doing with Spirit and the radio station, just being in the community and encouraging people and letting the Lord work. And that was so great. But we had about 150 people come by the booth. Met a lot of really good people. A lot of folks download the app. Found out my Android app ain't working, so we got to fix that. So that was great.
Sugar apple.
But the problem, and I don't want to say it like in a negative way, but the parade lineup really starts at 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
And if you want to get going in the parade, you better get there early at that lineup. We can't ever get there early. The teardown was at 4 o'clock for the Christmas fair.
Oh my goodness!
So we were racing to get everything tore down.
Yeah.
And then we had our golf carts, and thankfully Mr. Fordyce had actually got a trailer and brought our golf carts to us. We decorated them. It was kind of fun having those in the parade. It was something kind of different. And but then we didn't get in line till 5:30, so we were kind of on that last, probably the last, I would say the last maybe like, there was probably like 30 floats behind us. There were still quite a few behind us, but we were kind of in that mid to back area. The problem with that is the parade starts at 6:30, and this is nothing on the Lions Club. They can't help it, and I'm thankful that we have it, and I love it, and I want to continue, to see us have it. But I've learned with 2 small children, they are not going to sit there from 5:30 because that's when we finally rolled up. We didn't start moving until 7:15 because of all the other floats.
Yeah,
which is understandable. Next year, I'm just going to have somebody with the kids and then bring them to us if we decide to be in right there, closer to when we start to leave.
I tell you what I'm going to do next year. I'm going to get a trailer, and I'm going to mount a couple porta potties on it, and I'm going to charge people to use them.
You make some money on that.
Well, and like this year, they had people lined up. I guess that's 20th Street. Is that 20th? Maybe that's 20th Street. You were lined up 20th and around Pritchard. Well, we went up that way because we had to be at the Estelle building across Sam Houston. Of course, I couldn't get that way, so we had to cut up through the avenues or whatever. And I think that's where some of the confusion with the police department came from, because they all thought we were lined up on that street, but they had the classic cars and some of the bigger floats, like, Pete Johnson's guys and all that.
Yeah. We
were over in the parking lot, like the Sam Houston campus, which I think it would be nice if we could all start from one. But, that's a lot to line up in one place.
Yeah. Look what my brother just sent me. That's pretty good, man.
Yeah.
Oh.
Credit on that one.
Credit on that one, yeah. Well, friends, it's been a fun morning. I want to go try. We need to get that lunch bunch going again whenever you're ready,
Oh, Lee Killingsworth gets me. Are we going anywhere this Friday? No, brother. I'm sorry.
We're going to get that going again.
We're going to try. Just Fridays have gotten so tough.
Is the new place, I want to go try it. They've been commenting on our stuff. Home Plates. Have you heard of Home Plates?
Where that is?
Home Plates is at 1012 University Avenue. Well, that tells me a lot.
Is that the food truck park or something?
It's, I've got to get over to this place. Where are y'all at, guys?
Hey, I went to that hot dog place behind
That's
the
it.
Cat Cafe. Oh, is that it?
That's it. It's Home
I've been there.
Yes.
Yeah, me and Judith went the other day.
Yes. Golly, look at that thing. That's it, right?
Yeah, that's it.
I'm going
that guy's super nice, man.
Good night. Look at that thing. Oof. What is that?
He's got several different versions of different chili dogs and chicken salad sandwiches, and he's super nice, man. Real nice guy.
He comments on a lot of our stuff on Hello Huntsville. We're going to go. It's right over there by Cat Cafe, Home Plates.
What street did it say it was on?
What's next to Sam Houston? What's the one over?
University.
That's on University. Yeah.
Yeah, 10th Street.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right there, probably where the DA office is, right across on that other side.
Right across the street between Cat Cafe and Rolo Insurance.
Okay.
No, oh man, when me and Judith went, he heard us. It was too much food.
They're about $9, but it's well worth it. I've heard.
Yeah, it wasn't much. It's probably one of the cheapest lunches we've had in a while.
That I need to go try that, and I need to go back to tamal over here. Those tamales, those are good.
This guy, because I'm a people watcher. For those of y'all that don't know that, I watch people and listen. Even though I can't hear, I listen. But there were customers coming up that it was like their second time there, and the guy remembered their name, where they worked, and what they had the last time they were there.
Wow, that's a talent.
I mean, he's got it going on, and I had the chili dog. And had Fritos and a drink, and Judith had some other something, and that we got a chicken salad sandwich to split to try, and there's picnic tables out there. You can actually go inside Cat Cafe and eat, but he was super nice, and I mean, I just can't say it enough. He really made you feel like you were welcome there.
That's good. Home Plates is the name of it, and I'm going to go check it out. They open at 11 a.m. today, so if you want to go by, not an official lunch bunch, but if you want to come by there, I'm probably going to go by around 11. Go over there and eat today. So I'd like to give that a try. So if you're out and about, come on by and come hang out for a little bit. We got a busy day going on. I've got to meet with family a little bit after lunch today, and then
2 o'clock or 3 o'clock.
2 o'clock,
2
yeah.
o'clock.
And
I'll be at home by then.
But I wanted to switch gears. Final little segment here, Billy. Thanks for hanging out today, man. Friends, I want to tell you, Billy sits here. I know we cut up and joke around, but there is a lot of seriousness about what we do and what Billy does at Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. This is a young man who's grown up here in this community. He wasn't somebody like me who just came in 5 years ago, had an idea, started it. There's nothing wrong with that. But here's a guy who knows this community, who knows the history of this community, who knows the families of this community, and who genuinely cares about what's going on in this community. And speaking of that, he genuinely cares about your family when that time comes.
I think we unplugged.
No, we're still there. Are you on?
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
No.
Well, you should be able to. Hello? You can't hear me at all now? Oh, it fell down. Hello?
There it is. It lost it. It's fine. Go ahead.
Okay.
I'm just here.
Is it back now? What about now?
It's in and out. I'm half deaf anyhow. So.
Is it back now? Hello?
It's back now. Hello.
Okay. So, anyways, here's a young man who knows this community, knows the families. And when that time comes, we're all going to face it. We're all going to face that time to where we have to make a decision on what we are going to do with our loved one. One, we talk about it every week. Get the pre-planning done.
It's free.
Go by and do it. It'll save you a big headache and a heartache and a heart attack down the road.
Irreversible cardiac arrhythmia.
Yeah, there you go. But secondly, allow someone who cares about this community and your family to take care of you. Don't let price be a deciding factor, because if you get a better price somewhere else, I'm not speaking for them, but they're going to find a way to take care of you and match something and do something. Don't let that be a discouragement.
Matter of fact, I encourage you to come interview us. I mean, when I tell every family that sits down in front of us, okay, we work for you. What can we do? Mm-hmm. I encourage you to come interview us. Come into my office. Matter of fact, if you want to sit in my chair, I'll sit on the other side, and you can interview me and see if we're a fit for your needs.
That is the commitment, and I'm serious. And I don't just say it because they sponsor, and I'm very transparent. We have new people join us all the time. That's why I talk about this every week. But I've known Billy long before they sponsored anything. I mean, I was running radio ads for you guys. I wasn't getting it. You weren't my client back in the day, and I was still producing a lot of the stuff and promoting it. You know, I didn't get a dime for it, and I'm not bitter about that. But I'm saying it because this is genuine. These folks will take care of you. Allow that organization, Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, to be that champion for your family, that person that you need, more important than a champion, but that compassion that you need in a time when you need the most compassion. That's what Billy's going to do. The whole staff, they're all going to take care of you. Judith, Jason Thompson's over there. He does an awesome job. My neighbor fills in from time to time, helping families.
Does, yeah.
Deneen is over there helping out, filling in from time to time now. Judith is there. Go by and see him. Get the pre-planning done. While you're there, scan it. Get a good coin, $500. We'll start. We need to get hot on that in the new year. We got a lot of ideas for how we're really going to start promoting that stuff too. So that's just kind of my final little thought there. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, they're here. They're ready to serve you. Allow them the privilege and the honor to take care of you and your family.
Yep.
So, well, all right, brother. Old Red's out there ready. Old Red out there.
My sunburned Silverado. My other car's in the shop.
The new one?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
The transgression decided to quit transgression. And
oh, man.
Well, it was still, you know how they are. Now, look, when I first got that car, I got an extended warranty.
Okay.
And I tell you what I'm scared of, y'all. I don't get scared often, but I'm scared of this. I paid a good amount of money for that extended warranty, supposed to cover the drivetrain and all that. I'm terrified because a long time ago, I bought an extended warranty on a truck. I bought it from one of those shady buy here, pay here lots, but the truck kept calling my name. It was amazing. I've heard people say that, and I never understood it. But this truck just kept coming back, and it was the greatest truck ever. But I bought the truck, and I bought the warranty, and the company that I bought the warranty from went belly up.
Oh.
Luckily, they did something where they transferred their whatever to somebody else, and I was able, the one time the truck had to be fixed, it was fixed under that warranty. But I'm scared to death that this warranty company was either a scam from the beginning, or they have, because to me it's just weird. I bought the policy. They sent me stuff, and I've never heard anything else out of these people. No more advertising, no more. And I'm just scared because not on for that warranty. If it's not any good, those transmissions, because we had to put one in the funeral home Yukon.
Probably 5 or 6, right?
7.
Oh.
7 and some change.
Why are they so expensive?
You know what somebody told me?
Garbage.
It is $1,000 per gear. If you have a 3-speed transmission, which is what the old vehicles, most of them had, like that Silverado, it might
See,
have.
transmissions,
You're going to pay $3,000.
They're
If
a
it's
scam
a
like the roofing
7-speed
business.
transmission, it's a $7,000 transmission.
See, I think of it like the roofing business. You know how there's good roofers out there. I know Jared Hathorn, Texas Signature Roofing, great guy. Mm-hmm. You know, trust that guy with my life.
He's actually he's going to be doing some work at the Josie Boy Scout Lodge at cost.
Great man. Yep. Love that guy. But that industry, unfortunately, there's not a lot of guys like Jared out there, and they got a shady name to them. That's how I feel about transmissions. I don't understand why a transmission will cost more than. How do they even sell it to begin with when the transmission costs more than the car? Why can't they just put a new one in and call it a day?
Well, and how come you can't work on them?
I've seen on YouTube people opening them up, and I get why. I just don't understand why they're so complicated. You know, so. All right, well, hey, that's going to wrap it up. We'll end with that.
If you want to come by my office and hear me gripe about my transmission,
yeah.
Hey, man, I just noticed my thing ain't on here.
Yeah, the fuzzy fell off.
God almighty, we can't get nothing nice around here.
No. Hey, well, that'll wrap it up. We'll be back at it Monday. Find a church. Get plugged in this Sunday. You can go to Christ the King Methodist. Reverend Jeff Powers. He'll rev up the power for you. So go by and see him. Or here at First Baptist or somewhere. Just get plugged in. We got 42 churches in Huntsville. And how great it would be on a Sunday morning to see all 42 of those things overflowing with people celebrating this Christmas season, most importantly, celebrating and worshiping our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
If you go on Sunday, I guarantee your Monday will be better.
Absolutely. That's good. Well, that'll do it. As I remind you every morning, we're not strong enough alone to make it on our own. Friends, we're really not. So please provide a word of encouragement. Lend a hand of support. I promise somebody out there needs you. We'll be back Monday. Until then, good morning, Huntsville. God bless you. And Billy, thank y'all so much. Appreciate you, my friend.
See y'all.